You, come here. Come here, now.
Wanted for an August armed robbery.
Shots fired.
We now know the 17-year-old who police say opened fire on them in January was let go by the juvenile court system 3 months prior. We obtained the order that lifted his arrest warrant in October for a felony of the first degree. Only the magistrate signed the order. Lines for the prosecuting and defense attorneys are blank.
These things aren't supposed to happen in the shadows.
Robert Barnhart is an associate professor at Capital University Law School, a former prosecutor and defense attorney.
I don't think it's controversial to say you don't want things like this where we don't even know who was involved. That doesn't make sense. That's not how a court's supposed to work.
I pulled the local rules listed on the court's website. They list motions, hearings, or consultations with prosecutors and defense will take place before a warrant is set aside. I received no records that a motion was filed or hearing took place. Prosecutor Shayla Favor's office stated they were not aware at the time that the warrant was set aside.
If there's a rule that says this is the rule that courts should follow, and the court doesn't do it, I don't really know who's going to pursue anything.
Prosecutors told me once they knew the warrant was lifted and the teen was let go, they notified the victim per state law called Marcy's Law. That ensures the rights of all criminal victims. If the victim of the crime is not aware of any updates like their suspect being out on the street, could that be a violation of Marcy's Law?
Yes.
According to the court, the order was signed by a magistrate at the request of both prosecution and defense. When you have conflicting information from these two entities, is that a concern?
Yeah, that's a big concern.
Would you be extremely surprised if this is not under review?
Yeah, it absolutely. I would be very surprised if it's not under review.
Barnhart says internal investigations could lead to tightening up procedures for the courts and not leaving signature lines blank to ensure accountability. And if the public demands more, what can the community do to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Vote in judicial races, pay attention to your judicial candidates.
Move, I'll tell you.
To not have people who know what happened is really unusual.
On your side, I'm investigator Lisa Rontola.